each division, telling you how I'd bet them from 1-2, plus giving you their totals for the season, the projected totals from the books, giving you the best value I can find. I've already done a bunch of them, so I'm hoping you're watching them, following, sharing, liking these videos. But make sure you head over to wizardsportspicks.com. This is where you get all the top premium action from all the top handicappers. And look into those NFL season passes. They're the best deals right now because long term, each pick going to cost you thousands of dollars in the long term. Jump on one of those nice season passes and let's get paid together. I already knocked out the AFC West, the AFC North, and the AFC South. NFC West and the NFC North. Today we are talking about the NFC South. Probably my least favorite division to talk about. Not that I don't really follow it. Just they're so similar, you know. Who cares? You do away with those 4 teams, honestly. But we're here to make money, right? So let's talk about them. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored by the books to finish number 1 at plus 160. If the Saints would finish number 1, that's plus 240. The Panthers plus 225, and the Falcons plus 400. I still think this is going to be the hardest division, but you know there are some things that you can look at that you can eliminate some of these guys. But I'm going to give you how I like it, what I see. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints to finish first. They upgraded at the offensive line, grabbed the running back Travis Etienne. You had Calvin Kamara restructure his contract so he could stay in New Orleans. Look at that duo. They're veterans, right? That's a 1-2 punch. They paid Chris Olave a big contract to stay there. This guy stays healthy. My gosh. Then they drafted Jordan Tyson. Imagine him and Chris Olave together. And then Tyler Slow, the quarterback. I mean, this is his second season. The 6'5" stud. I mean, he was phenomenal. Like 90-some% passer rating and all this other good stuff. So I like where the Saints are going. Kellen Moore's second season as the head coach. You know, the offensive mind, ex-quarterback, all the things you look for. Signed Cameron Jordan to a 1-year deal, one of those kind of deals where the veteran's going to stick around, and his leadership's huge there too, especially for the run. So I do like the Saints here, and I think the books had them finishing 2 or 3, but I like them to finish number 1 here, and we'll get more into that as we go on. The Carolina Panthers. Signed some defensive guys, right? Jalen Phillips, ex-Dolphin, went to the Eagles, and the Eagles couldn't woo him, so now he's getting paid to be a Panther. Then they brought in Devin Lloyd, another big one there. Bryce Young not getting extended has me keeping this team at number 2. If Bryce Young would have got paid, if they would have showed their trust in him, because we know how he is, a little smaller on the small side, sometimes a little inaccurate. If they would have showed a little more trust in him, I think we could have locked this team in for number 1. I know they upgraded on the defensive side, so we'll see what happens. They did struggle at the end on defense at the end, but I think the upgrades are good enough. I like that they signed Coker to a bigger contract. They still got the younger wide receivers. I think this team's pretty stacked. It's all going to be on Bryce Young's shoulders, see what he can do here. So it's a prove-me year for Bryce Young, which sometimes is good too. Tampa Bay Buccaneers favored. Lost Mike Evans. Huge loss. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if he missed most of the season and didn't get his 1,000 yards. Huge veteran presence. And I know they got some good guys there. But Godwin, has he been healthy any of these years? I don't even know. Running backs, who knows? Defense, they are the bottom of the league in their secondary. We know they can stop the run. The Buccaneers can stop the run, but I don't know, this is a quarterback-driven league, you know. You got to be able to stop the pass. That's why the Eagles are good. They got a great cornerback, and 2 great, and a safety. They got some great players that can defend the pass. Here's the problem with the Buccaneers. If you can pass on them, you can beat them. I know Baker Mayfield got a lot to prove here. The head coach is going to be on the hot seat, so Yeah, I see why the books had them projected number one. I'm not buying it. Atlanta Falcons. This was my biggest like shocker. Like finishing third. New coach though. I think signed Bijan to a huge contract, right? So they're all in with him, especially letting Algier go. I know they're bringing in Robinson, but still, Kevin Stefanski, he did with less in Cleveland and did pretty good, right? No quarterback, he did with less. Now he's got Tua, Penix Jr. Who's actually going to play? Both of them dealing with injuries, are ready to start the season. They went and got Cooper Rush from the Dallas Cowboys. If there was a year to tank and stank, this would be the year because they got a lot of quarterbacks coming out. You got the kid from Oregon, you got the Peyton Manning, you got the Mannings, you got a lot out there. So if the Falcons are thinking neither of these guys are our guy, like you have Penix, but then you sign Tua to a 1-year prove me deal, right? And guys dealing with concussions out the ass. I'm not sold on them here. I hate that they let Darnell Mooney walk. Who's going to be their burner? You know what I mean? Who's going to be that guy that stretches the field? I don't see it, but that's just me. So I think the Falcons finish last, and I think it's one of those, if they start slow, they throw in the towel early, and that's what's going to happen. So the way I'm looking at it, if we get the Saints first, Panthers second, that pays plus 1,000 if they finish in that order. Now let's go with the win totals. I did it in the alphabetical order when it showed up on MGM. So we got the Atlanta Falcons under 7.5 wins, minus 140. I don't know if you want to go any lower than that. You might be able to and try to get closer to plus, maybe 7. I couldn't find it on there. My thing is, they play in their division pretty tough. It's going to be outside their division, especially on the road, that they're going to struggle. Panthers, I got them over 7.5 wins, right? Plus 110. Nice plus money there. I think they can win a couple games. I know you got rid of Dowdle, running back. You got Chuba Hubbard, right? And then you got Jonathan Brooks. We've been all waiting for this guy. I mean, he was like fantasy. Everyone was salivating over this kid and never got to get on the field. Now he's healthy, so I like their 1-2 punch there. Like I said, it's all going to come down to Bryce Young. If you want to put Panthers first, New Orleans second, and bet it both ways, go ahead. I just don't think the Bucs or Falcons are going to be 1-2 this year, so that's my opinion. So we got the Panthers over 7.5 wins plus 110. I'll definitely be locking that one in myself. New Orleans Saints over 8.5 wins. Well, yeah, they got to get 9 to win this division because I think whoever wins is going to have 9 wins, right? 9 and 8 because the other teams all going to have 8 wins or 7 wins. So the Saints over 8.5 wins plus 145. That's a huge one there. That's one we locked in already. We've had that one because, when I start looking at this, if I like a team to finish first and you're getting that kind of value, you got to lock it in. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers under 8.5. I know that a lot of people are like, yo, they got playmakers. They got Baker Mayfield, right? Baker Mayfield's going to be playing with another chip on his shoulder like he does every year. Their head coach is on the hot seat. This team's going to come out fired up. Like I said, that secondary ranks at the bottom of the league. This team's going to be able to pass on them. The Falcons, decent quarterback. Panthers, great wide receivers. Saints, great wide receivers, right? I think those guys are going to be able to move the ball. Then it comes down to the defenses. Can the Buccaneers hang? I don't think so. These are all my opinions, my predictions, but let's hopefully we cash together. Like I said, season passes right now over at Wizard Sports Picks. Go over there, check it out. Good luck. God bless.